Hey, what's up? What's going on, you guys? You have now tuned in to my Love and Hip Hop New York recap. Guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel. You know, share wherever you like to share videos. Tag a friend who loves some love and hip hop so we can all chat about it. And, you know, comment down below so you can have a chance to be featured in my next week's video. Okay, we want it popping, y'all. And then I have my main channel, which is Some More Love TV without the real. And you can definitely check it out if you like, you know, beauty and lifestyle type videos as well as story time. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's jump and dive right into it. So Papoose is making some new music. He's on a he sounds like he's, you know, making a comeback. He already said he's not as talented as Remy Martin's, and we all know that, but he can make some good music. We've seen him do some good stuff in the past. You know, he's a Pisces from what I read, because I remember when I met him, I liked his vibe and I was wondering what his sign was, so I did Google him and I found out that he was a Pisces. I'm like, oh, you know, that's why I liked his spirit, you know, we vibing. So yeah, and from what I know about myself and similar situations like the one that he's faced, is that we tend to like see him outside like we good. And his mom had mentioned that when she came to see him at the studio, she was asking him, how is he really? Because he's one of those people like myself that just really hold on to things a lot of times, don't really show the pain, you know, don't really show if you're feeling depressed or anything like that. You just kind of hold it in and don't really want to make others feel down if you're feeling down, you know. And I really hate to make other people feel down. Like, I'd rather be the life of the party and just, you know, torture myself in my brain as opposed to letting everybody know how I really feel. And especially when I feel like it's not that big to other people, although it's something that may be big to me. So, you know, when he was saying that, when his mom was kind of mentioning that, I could totally relate to that. So the Creep Squad members, they all meet up for a pool hall meeting. Well, you know, to go play some pool, not a pool hall. I'm saying a meeting because they like a whole little clique, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a real, like, membership only type of little group that they got going on. Some elite thing, elite club. Anyway, so Peter and who was it? It was Peter and Rich. They're telling DJ Self that he needs to just kind of push his pride to the side and just kind of like, you know, be cool with Cisco so that all of them can be good and be all together. But he's like, nah, because this dude did too much to him. But Snoop was also there, and she was just like, she don't officially want to be a member of the Creep Squad because they got too much crap going on, and you know, all these other issues with girls. She got her own issues. She ain't trying to be a part of that. And I was like, you know, that's what I'm talking about, girl. Do your own thing. You know what I mean? Like, just, you don't gotta be a part of the. You could visit the elite club. You don't gotta be an official member. You know what I mean? Adrienne, Kimbella, and Juju, they're in Mexico, okay? And Yandy's there as well, but Yandy came a little bit later. You know, they're having a ladies' vacation type of thing, couple days like just away. And I'm like, yo, Juju is straight up promoting her book dumb hard, because all of a sudden, magically, she pulls out the book for all of them to read the book while they're in Mexico. I'm just like, come on, like, how much more obvious could you be that you're pushing your book right now? You're trying to get them sales in, like, shameless plug type of thing. Anyway, so Yandy comes, and Yandy has Bianca, so Kimbella's like, you know, how you coming and you bringing work? And she was also mentioning that Juelz has been saying that she hasn't been, like, doing her part. So she's like, you know, everything that you're saying, I already spoke to Juelz about, and I don't need to hear it again. So at first they was having their little beefing issues when they first saw each other, but they eventually, like, they was cool, they was chilling, they had little tears like they did last time, shed some tears, and they're back to being friends again. I'm like, their relationship is so upsy, downsy. It's just so weird. I mean, but it's a lot of friends that's like that. I mean, I try to keep friends that I don't have to argue with for the most part. I mean, I've had a few like that, but the crew that I have right now, like, we don't really argue like that. And I don't have any like real clicky cliques or anything like that. Any members only types of groups. Anyway, so like I said, Yandy, she brought Bianca, and Kimbella wasn't really feeling that. Yandy, they like I said, they ended up fixing everything. They was good for a while, but later on there was some kind of rift that happened between the relationship that was going down. So Bianca, she got invited, so she ends up inviting Cardi B. Cardi B invites her sister, and Cardi B also invites Mariah Lynn. So I'm like, this is pretty much an all-female cast of Love and Hip Hop Mexico trip. I guess the only reason why Remy Ma didn't go is because she just had the miscarriage. That's one thing. And plus, I don't know if she's able to travel outside of the country right now. So that's probably another reason why she probably didn't go to the trip. But yeah, it's pretty much all the ladies of Love and Hip Hop New York, except the ones that have something where it ties them and keeps them where they are. Like, Amina just had a baby, and Tara just had a baby as well. So of course, they're probably not trying to be going on a trip right now, and they're not even that close with these girls. But yeah, I just felt like this was a way to get all of them, like, oh, she invited all these people. Like, who does that? How you going on a trip that somebody paid for you to go to, and you going to invite all your friends? Like, where they do that at? You supposed to be working? So Remy and Papoose, they talk about the whole miscarriage situation, and Remy does reveal that she does feel some type of way about it. Like, she's sad about it. That's all she thinks about night and day, because she knew how much he wanted this. He's been asking, and she's kind of blaming herself for the fact that things went down the way it did. And he's like a good, like, he's a rock right now. You know what I mean? Like, despite the way he feels, he's still being strong for her and letting her know that it's okay. And even if they don't end up having a child, that he'll always be there for her. And I totally respect him as a man. And I hope he always stays the same way, but he seems like he'll be real true to her for life, I'm hoping, the industry doesn't, because now they're on TV. It seemed like reality show families are like doomed. Even T.I. and Tiny, I heard they're breaking up. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. Like, even people that you think will be together forever, and they seem like they have the bestest relationships in the world, when they come on reality TV, it seems like it tends to go downhill. But hopefully, I'm hoping for them. I'm really rooting for them. But yeah, he was like just really like her rock, and he was saying things that she really needed to hear, so she's not beating herself up inside about it. She's like, she just goes on stage, does what she has to do, and then she gets off and she thinks about it. She's trying to work to consume her thoughts, and I can totally relate to that and just like trying to work as much as you can so that things like that don't take over, even though it's always gonna be on your mind. Yandy and Adrienne, they go to the club, and Adrienne points out the fact that she thinks she see Bianca on the bar, like just like having a good time with her friends. So Yandy's like, nah, it can't be her. So she heads over there, and she does see that it really is Bianca. So she's like, what's going on? Mariah Lynn wasn't really feeling that, or Hennessy. And then when Cardi B found out, she's like she totally understands that she wants the best for her, but like, come on, like, she already finished doing what she had to do. Why she can't live right now? And that's pretty much what Bianca was telling Yandy, like, okay, I knew that you was gonna come out here, you was with your friends, but you have me here. I know that once I finish working, it's like, what am I gonna do? So I wanted to have my friends here, which, I mean, it's still weird, because somebody invited you, like, you should be like really on your grind and stuff like that. But at the end, I could see her point of view, just because it's like, well, hot diggity dog, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, just sit down and be on Instagram for the whole entire trip, like, just in my room? I'm not really comfortable hanging out with you. Like, we're not friends. You're like, I'm like your employee or whatever, so we're not going to be having that type of relationship. So what is it that I'm supposed to do to have fun? I mean, you are in paradise. You want to enjoy it, right? So all the ladies have like a little meet and greet type of thing, because all of them don't really know each other, supposedly. So they all end up being good for that moment. And they all like jump into the water. It was good. Yandy, she was reading the book. All of the ladies was reading the book. The ones like Kimbella, Juju. Well, Juju wrote the book. Adrienne, and Kimbella. You know, they're all reading the book, and Yandy's like, hold on, like she don't really like what's going on right now. And she said that she saw, or she realized that one of the chapters is about her. And I'm like, is this more promotion so people want to see what's going on, what she's talking about? But she was like, supposedly some Instagram, some girl had like, it was one of the baby mothers made up a page on Instagram and was pretending to be her and stuff like that. And she's like, you know, I confided those things to you, not for you to put out there without asking me. And Juju's like, you're not the only one who's ever been through that. And Kimbella and Adrienne, they kind of co-sign, and they're like, yeah, like I've been through that as well. I mean, I know I seen somebody try to catfish and play games with my heart real quick. Yeah, you know, that's for another story time video on my other channel. But yeah, like, you know, a lot of people have gone through similar situations, and supposedly that's what Juju was saying, that this is what the book is about. It's stories of women or things that can occur in women's life or have occurred in these fictional characters' lives that she just wanted to put out there to light so that women would be able to really relate to it. So, but Yandy wasn't really, it was like, no. Like, Yandy was just continuing to accuse the girl, and she's just like, nah, like, she got the wrong one. She ain't gonna come at me like that. So she got up and walked away, and she didn't even want to be around them after that. And Kimbella's like, you know, I can't have your back for this one because the way you came at her wasn't right. You just really accusing her. And that's our friend who actually set up this whole trip. And you need to like really chill out. Like, stop. We need to go get her. And Yandy was just being stubborn Yandy. And I'm like, Yandy, like, something must be wrong if the common denominator is you. Like, out of all these problems that are occurring, you are the common denominator. That should tell you something, like you're doing something wrong. She's having issues with Juelz. She's having issues with her friend Kimbella here and there. She's having issues with these girls, with Erica and Samantha. She's having issues with this one. Like, even with kind of with Mendici, she's having some issues because she's lied to. Like she's a little deceitful, and I think that's the problem. Like, she doesn't tell people the whole truth, and she's very judgmental as well. So I think that those are the things that a lot of people is not really feeling about her, and they're exposing her right now. But that was pretty much the episode. Like, it ended off there. So we're going to see what happens coming up. Alright, guys. So definitely keep it locked. Stay tuned. Come back around. Stay fabulous. Live free. And soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one.